Hey guys, today I'm showing you some op spots on Ascent. So before the video starts, please leave a like. If you leave a like, I'll make more content just like this. If you don't leave a like, I'll be less likely to make content like this. If you can also leave a comment, please join the Discord in the description for more content. I'll be doing special things in there in the future. But yeah, to get started, I'm gonna start on B side today with the op. So basically, this doesn't have to be for Jett, but it will work best as Jett. So basically, you want to hold like this. Doesn't matter if you're back here. You can be back as long as however you prefer to hold this angle. You can hold it like this. Another way to do this is whenever the round starts, you shift walk out, or you can just run out if you're just kind of like a psycho. But you can generally walk out because you have an op, so you don't necessarily want them out. If you hear them walking, running up, then you can just stop, and because you want to be standing still so that you can hit them accurately, obviously. And if they give you a chance, you walk all the way over like this, and then kill and dash out. So yeah, so the reason you're able to walk out like this over here to the left is because you have dash. So if you want to dash, or if you want to walk out here, this is a very sort of unpredictable spot for many ranks. And people, even if they do expect you to be there, you can just kill them quickly with the op and simply just dash out, dash all the way out here, and yeah, so that's that. So you generally want to start here on Ascent with an op. You don't want to sit farther back just because it's a little more passive. The next spot I would play, if you're not playing there, is right here. The reason this spot in market is so good is because you can also just come over here mid, and you can op like this, and you can op bottom mid. So this is kind of like a 2-for-1 sort of spot, but you also don't get a peek as close on this angle. You get this angle instead. So you can keep that in mind. You can op like CT. It's not very good, honestly. I wouldn't play CT unless you're like rotating through spawn or you're rotating out because they're about to fast push you. So otherwise, I would just like updraft market and sit here, or you can just start the round here if you know they like dog or drone, and you know they're not gonna let you get anything there. So next we have mid. The main ways you can op this is like here. So in this case, you can walk all the way out like this, and so this would be the equivalent of walking out like that. So you walk out because the barrier is right here, right? So you can't be there at the start. So you walk out as soon as the round starts, and then you just hold like this, as tight as you want. If you have fast reaction time, I would personally hold like this probably, just because I know this gap right here gives me enough time to like flick however I need to. And also you can hold like this. You can hold back here, but preferably you want to be up here like this and walk up, and you hold like this. You can also double scope. Be aware if you're in a higher rank, people will jump up here, so you can actually place your crosshair a little higher, so you can just flick to right here and shoot the person that's jumping. You can also shoot them through this corner of this box if you really need to. Yeah, this is the way that I would op mid. Otherwise, if you're like rotating, you can jump spot this. So say I have knives, you can just jump spot. But mainly, you can op from here. If you see someone when you jump spot. This is a good place to opt from. Kind of expected though for most players. I'm gonna go ahead and move over to cat now. So from cat, you can just opt tiles. It's pretty simple. You know, this is the angle that most of the fights take. What am I saying? This is the angle that most fights in mid take place. So like this angle to this angle. So if you haven't shown that you're opping yet, this is a really good place to op. You can also come out like this. And just hold like this. Remember, they can walk up cat here, but you can also shoot them in like the upper chest right there. And remember, you do have dash, so don't dash into that like that, but you dash out and you're good. So I'm gonna come back to another spot in a second, but first I'm gonna go over to here. So this is literally the same as playing B main. It's just slightly different shape. You see the shape of B main is a little like a fat J. This is kind of just like a long sort of thing, but you still have the same idea. There are a couple of caveats here though. So basically, you by default place your crosshair like this, but you will on occasion hear people jumping up from the bike to here. And if you do hear that, what you can do is go to the right and just aim up like this, and then free kill on this guy if he just continues to jump up. And if not, and you can place your crosshair like this, and you can still dash out, smoke, do what you need to do. But similarly to B main, what you can do here is place your crosshair here and then just like shift walk over and do this thing right here where this is the equivalent of being right here in B main, and I'm still right across from the exit here, so I can easily hit dash when I hold D, so I can just easily get out. So like just like that. You can also, if you manage to cross here, you go like this. You can also kill someone up there if you need to. But from here, the spot that I would go is either you can updraft to heaven, but that probably the most ideal spot to go is right here. This spot is absolutely beautiful. You can hold this if they're. This is really good if there's like 4A main and you just killed one, and the other probably they might still push. You just go like this. You hold this spot. You can also hold cat from here. So this, you pretty much can lock down a site from here as long as you don't get either timinged because you're playing alone or you're just unlucky, you get like one tapped or something. So also, if you're rotating from B, you can sit back here and up tree like this. This is a really good angle to hold. But specifically that spot to hold on A main, people will not expect that very much. But if you were to up from heaven, you can up like this. You can sit over on this side, but it's kind of weird because you can't really dash all the way out properly. You see I'm not actually able to dash all the way. So like maybe you smoke it, I guess, and then dash out. But I would suggest just playing right here instead of on the far left. But be aware that they could be on the left or on the right, so you could get bad timing for that. But yeah, so that's about it. I'll go ahead and go to attack real quick just to sum things up. But I'm showing you guys rather aggressive angles just because, you know, yeah. So if you have someone that can flash or drone, I definitely suggest that they do that into B main because you can't really op the person that's sitting right here. Also be careful of a spam, be careful of Sova Dart, be careful of like whatever else they have to throw you, like an updrafting Jett. First angle you can peek is right here. See if someone's there. If you don't have the drone to get in here, I wouldn't suggest pushing, but if you do have all this cleared, if you clear this, there's no one there. You slowly clear logs, clear market. And if you don't get anyone here, this is generally where you might get a kill. You can keep slowly peeking out like this. Clear CT, both sides CT. Next common place is stairs right here. And then you continue clearing, and then make sure you know you're not sitting out in the middle of the open. You're kind of crossing to the right here, so that you're minimizing the amount of angles. So I'm not like standing out like this. You know, I'm not clearing like this and I'm standing out in the open like this. I'm actually checking, slowly crossing, trying to minimize my. You can also smoke if you really want to. Fake dash, you know, I don't know. But from here, you don't really want to push in. I always tell people that you don't want to push in after you are in an area unless you get a kill. And even if you get the kill, you might still sit in B main just because. Actually, I'll show you guys tiles real quick. So you can peek tiles like this. This is the same angle that you'd be holding on defense, so be careful. There might be an opper there or someone with a vandal or another long range weapon like a guardian. Next, as Jett, you can actually go like this right before the run starts, then land on the box and then peek out. This is actually a really good strat if you want to op because people do sit here a lot and they won't expect this as much. And yeah, you can hold from here. You can peek deep market. You can hold top cat like this. And yeah, so next we have A main. Lastly, you can jump up here like this, and then we can peek like this and get a free kill. Otherwise, if you don't want to jump up there, you can just peek like normal. Maybe like jump peek and see if there's anyone there, so it shoots at you. And then if there's no one there, there shouldn't be anyone wying if you start here. And then again, it's just about slowly clearing each of these angles. Just making sure that you check pretty much everything. And also crossing to the right side so you minimize the number of angles that you're being exposed to. And from here, again, I would not push out unless you get the kill. And even if you get the kill, you might consider staying in A main just because you have an op. So yeah, that's going to be it for this tutorial. Hopefully, or guide, hopefully it's not too long. I'm trying to keep it somewhat short and still somewhat effective. So yeah, leave us like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord, and you guys have a good day.